No hits today, but I'll see what's good when I get home. Heck yeah, there it is. Keep it going, my brother. I just got off. You should check out my YouTube, man. If you're not already subscribed, go subscribe, please. We really want to build that up. But I just got a cool live with one of my new members of the Aqua team, Q Savage. That's my little B, Quentin. What's up, folks? YouTube, we back up here. Courtney Rollins, do REI Deals. I can show you better than I can tell you. CEO, acquisition sales manager of Aqua Team Properties. We help people solve problems and create opportunities for income and wealth through real estate. And our main form of marketing to folks is cold calling, which requires you to do follow-ups. So in the evening, I follow up, even with my face needing to be shaved and all that stuff. I'm up here making no excuses, going to get it. So I guess that's what I need to do. Go get it. So without further ado, I'm gonna ask this guy, when can I get in? Supposed to be closing on the property tomorrow. Supposed to close on the property Tuesday, but the seller trying to bulk at the closing costs. Where's Adaia? But she wanted a mortgage note, so that costs money, you know. Not a mortgage note, but yes, we're selling financing it. So to create the note costs a little more than she was expecting. So
hello.
Hey, what's going on, Randy? I'm glad we picked up. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Am I catching you at a bad time here?
No. I just wasn't sure I was going to get to. I had another line going, and I wasn't sure I was going to get you in time.
I got you. So yeah, I don't know which way to start. I'd love to chat with you about a couple of the deals we got on the burner here. I guess the 1603 Plum Street, that's fizzled out, or?
Well, it's probably fizzled out. The reason is because that guy stepped up.
Oh, nice.
That week we were down there, and
okay.
I think he was soft shoeing it on me, and then when he realized the time was up, he kind of went ahead and gave me a deposit on it. So
well, good for you and good for him.
I'm going to say it's just on hold because, quite honestly, I'm not going to be pissing around with him much longer. The deposit buys him enough time to get some more money together to make up the entire deposit
right.
settlement with. But I think he's trying to dick me around, pardon my French, and that's not going to happen for very long.
Well, hopefully it works out, because that seems like the smoothest, easiest thing for everybody, right? He's already in there. You got a happy tenant, happy customer, and
it is. He's a good, solid tenant. And quite honestly, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
And I would love to. And see, what you don't know, the backstory of that property is I bought that property under the same kind of situation in 1986 when I was a young guy.
Oh yeah.
And I was a baby. I was 21 years old.
Damn.
And I bought that place because I had been renting it for a couple of years at that point. And the same kind of scenario. The guy who owned it at the time gave me the option to buy it. I did not want to buy it.
Yeah.
But my accountant at the time told me it was a smart move to make. I'm glad that I did, because it kind of made it. That property has actual sentimental value to me, because it's singularly responsible for every other property that I own.
Oh wow.
It made it all possible for me. So I would like to kind of do the same thing for him, but he's been playing some games with me. He's been dragging his feet on it particularly.
Well, maybe he was a little hesitant like you were for whatever reason, but at least he was able to put the deposit.
That's true. And he could very well be, but I'm going to do the same thing to him that the guy I bought it from just said, here's the drop dead date. You're either on it or you're not.
Well, there it is, man. Well, sometimes. Sorry.
Because this year, we've been doing this. We've been playing this same song and dance now for about 18 months. Me and him.
Okay.
And and I told him I wanted to be out of it in 21. And I told him when he gave me this deposit, I am going to be out of it in 22.
Okay.
So anyway, let's put that one on ice for the moment.
No problem. Well, if we can pivot to the Morrison Court, is it any way possible to get our eyes on it or get inside there? I don't know if anybody's living in there.
Yeah, that one's actually rented too. I rent that one out for $750 a month, believe it or not.
All right.
And It's got a tenant that's been in there for 2.5 years now. I mean, it was just before the pandemic started. And they're good, solid people. They pay cash every month, just like Plum Street does. And so I can arrange it. I mean, I could definitely arrange that. It might take a couple of weeks, but it can happen.
All right. And if I was sharing my team, I mean, I was sharing my team all of these, but if we're able to meet that 35K, when would you be able to like want to move forward? What's the timeline for you?
We can do that as soon as possible. I want to, I'm in the process of getting rid of all of these properties. The only ones, quite honestly, that I don't care about if I have to keep, or if I end up keeping, are the 501s, 503, and 505.
Gotcha. Yep.
Believe it or not, I get over $3,000 a month for them properties, and that lady's been in there for, man, I want to say about 6 or 7 years.
Jeez. Now, are those that sounds like I want to keep them too. Are those zone commercial? Because like, oh, cool. Yes. So when I can evaluate them, you wouldn't happen to have any idea what the cap rate is over there for that, would you? And I can ask.
Cap rate?
So like if I'm doing a commercial, it's no bill, just big deal. It's just like, when we're doing when we're valuing a commercial property, I value it a little different from a residential. But I can find that information from Raphael.
Well, each one of them properties are set up as a first floor storefront,
right,
and a second story single bedroom apartment.
Okay.
And they're all exactly like mirror images of each other.
Gotcha.
They do have gas heat in them, and they all had a full down to the studs renovation. They were completely renovated in 2009. Okay. And I mean, electric, everything in them was redone. So those properties have been freshened up since, they're not 80-year-old wiring and all that stuff in there.
Okay. Well, yeah. What I'm looking over here, because we've bought in Brooklyn several times off of 9th Street and other places. And the properties over in Morrison, we would love to be around the 40s, but we'd love to be not around the 40s, around the a little lower than 35 or 30 or something like that. But if I can get 35 approved, could I text you or give you a call back? Because I can, we can go ahead and just put something on paper right now and at least have something to bounce off of. And
well, it's the same kind of scenario with Plum Street, but here's the difference. Now, are you planning on just taking over and letting these people stay?
Yeah. So there's several things that we do. We look at the lease, we look at the property over there and the current condition, and if they, if they're on time, that would cost us more money to push them out. Plus, we're not in the habit of kicking folks out. But sometimes when I do bring people in to work with me, like if I share this with, like if I go on Friday to my team or to my group and somebody wants to partner with us, then sometimes we'll sit down and have a conversation about what does that look like. But we definitely honor the lease, and we would prefer for folks to stay in there.
It's a month-to-month lease at this point. They've gotten out of the 6 months or a year, and these people are good, solid. It's a very young couple.
Good.
With a small, 6-7-year-old son. And I'm going to have to offer it to them first. They get the first right of refusal legally.
Gotcha. Right.
But I don't think they're going to buy. Obviously.
Right.
Quite honestly, I don't think they have the means to buy. And so that means that, and I'm very worried. I don't want them to be put out if it can be avoided.
Well, I got you. Well, we can, what we've done, well, for one, that sounds, you got a big heart, man. Helping the other guy and this guy out. We've actually put in our lease or in our purchase agreements sometimes, you commit to allow the tenant to stay there for 6, 7, 8 months, because maybe they have the way that protects us coming in, because they may have a different behavior or relationship with us that just makes that challenging.
I agree.
And
to keep somebody in there if they're not doing the right thing.
Right, but at the same time, like, we're not in the habit of kicking people out. Well, what do you want the next step to be? I would love to either look at it or put some on paper.
Quite honestly, I want to get into the reason I said a couple of weeks is I'm not trying to jack you around. I want to get into the first week of May, and where I can approach them face to face and say, hey, I'm considering selling the place. Do you want to buy it? Of which I think they're going to say, no, we can't afford to buy it. And then I'm going to say, well, here's what we're going to be able to do. So don't freak out. Don't think you're going to be put out immediately. And I don't want to lose the tenant. If you were going to put something on paper, I would let you look at the place, and then I would want a commitment with a deposit. Yeah. Because what I don't want to happen is you say, you start playing games with an offer, and then I don't take your offer, and then my tenant leaves anyway. It's too damn hard to find a good tenant down there. So I don't want to rock the boat.
I hear that.
Unless I know you're serious.
Well, that makes sense,
I'm going to tell you, Courtney, I give out pretty decent prices on this stuff.
Right.
I'm not going to be up for a whole lot of bait the switch on the offer. You're not going to tell me 35 grand and then come in and say, oh man, I'm sorry, we can only do 30 grand. That's not going to fly with me.
I hear that, man. Yeah, that wouldn't feel.
I mean, before I do that, I don't have to sell these properties. So before I get any bullshit around, and I'm not trying to be an asshole to you, I'm just talking straight.
Oh yeah.
I'll walk away and I won't even take your calls anymore.
I hear that. Well, that makes complete sense, man. That makes complete sense. It doesn't feel good on our end when that happens as well. So I can completely respect that. So what I'll do then next. Oh, yep.
What I was going to say is, once I approach them, if they pass on it and you're good, what I would do is I would firm up and make sure that 35 is the offer, because that's as low as I'm going. And then you can have that house, provided you give them some time or keep them, because they're cash every month.
Right. So, and it sounds like
at that rate, you're getting 20% on your money.
Right. And so it sounds like you have
$750 a month, $750 a month for a $35,000 property. If you tripled that, that's getting $2,000 plus a month on $100,000. So I'm sorry, $20,000. So it's a good property. It's a good investment property.
Oh, yeah, well, I appreciate you.
Actually, I'm wrong about that. You're getting close. You're getting close to 25% on your money.
Well, I appreciate you keeping the door open and considering us. But I know we've been talking for a while, and I'm assuming it does have a rental license up to date, right?
I've had that. Yes, that's been a rental property for since I bought it in 2008.
Awesome.
So it's always been kept up. Yeah.
Well, that's great, man. Well, I have already typed them. I might have heard me typing. I just put it in to give you a call next week. I'm the king of follow-up, so I'll just follow up and check in, and hopefully we'll be able to chat.
Yeah, you are that, buddy. I'm gonna give you that. You hang in there. You hang tough. So my hat's off to you for that, because I haven't been intentionally avoiding you or trying to drag you around. I am that busy, and sometimes. On the flip side, not one time have I ever called you back and got you when I'm calling you in.
I think I'm acting like a big shot, so I have my number set up where. Well, I teach school during the day, and so my inbound manager takes my call, and that's actually my mom. So Yeah. And so she's so sweet. But so I don't know, to be quite honest, I don't know how to route it so that it goes directly to me. I got too smart for my bridges and did set something up a while back. And I'm like, how do I get these calls back? So man, I'm so glad that she does it for me, but I'm sorry about that, man.
That's okay. Yeah. I think it's kind of funny because there's been times where you called me, like tonight almost was, where you called me, I miss you by 1 minute. And when I call back, I get your mom.
Yeah, it's like, and then she's, Courtney, call Mr. Randolph or call whoever it is. Like, yes, man, I'll jump right on it. Well, I try to at least. Yeah, but I'm glad we're staying in there, man. Well, you sound like a good guy, man, doing this for both of those folks. I mean, to be quite honest, it would be awesome if they bought it too, because home ownership is awesome, and so.
Believe me, I would love. I would carry the note for them too.
No, that'd be cool.
But they're just not there yet.
Okay.
They're just still too young, and they're struggling around, and no, I would love to help them, and I am helping them, you know, by trying to look out for them, because I do like them too.
That's cool.
But they're just too young at this point, and they're just still learning the ropes, you know.
Well, either way, I know it's going to work out well. Hopefully for everybody involved. So I'll definitely chat with you next week, man. Hope you have a great weekend, man.
All right, you too, buddy.
All right, take care. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Did I miss you, Money Mass? Baltimore Deals. Y'all hit him up. _ Money Mass up there in Delaware as well, doing deals up there. Hey, he sounds like a really, he's a really nice guy. There's a lot of information there. And $35K is a great price. Shit, I was trying not to stumble, fumble, bumble. I like, man, I felt like Big Red off of 5 Heartbeats. I want to buy right now, but has to give right of first refusal to tenants. I mean, that's well over the 2% rule. Man, he's giving a hell of a price. And he's talking about seller finance, possible seller finance as well. Should we might have to keep this property? If he's talking about seller finance, I have to add this to our portfolio. I know we probably could sell it for, sell the contract for 45, 55. But oh man, good guy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna call him. Stop this drip and reset it for next Tuesday, maybe Tuesday. Follow the drip, follow the drip. That's a hot lead right here, John Brown. Matter of fact, I got a buyer ready to buy right now. Good combo. Yeah, man, you can really talk earnestly from your heart, and it's some people might call it a technique where you throw it away, where you don't feel all pushy, but it's also cool because you're really coming from a sincere place, and it just relieves so much pressure, and you still are able to, if you're able to buy it, if you're able to, you still can discuss what it would look like if you were the buyer. So it all works out, and it's just, for me, it relieves the pressure on me trying to be like, okay, what I got to say to convince this person, because that don't feel good. And sorry. And yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say really. Oh, and it just feels like I'm just coming in with a servant heart. And then I start coming in with the servant heart, and then the laws of the universe work. You give, you receive.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 410971129 is not available.
Somebody got a TTP price.
At the tone, please record your
really
message.
TTP?
When you've finished recording, you
TTP
may hang
in
up
Baltimore?
or press
Okay.
1 for more options.
Hey, how's it going? This is Courtney giving you a call, just checking in about the Steeplejack property up in Owens Mills. All right, Kevin, I'll talk to you later. 443-746-7098. Matter of fact, I may not leave that because you see how fast they went to voicemail? That means my stuff's probably spam. Yeah, it's an old number. So what I'm going to do is go and I have all these new numbers. You can buy numbers for $1 at REISimply. So you can buy numbers at REISimply, all type of stuff, and it allows me to, hopefully have a number that's not spam. So we check our numbers once a month. When it was the election, we were doing it once a week because everybody was getting spammed during the election. Might be finishing a little early today. Boop.
Please leave your message for the next caller.
And like, this is Courtney. Give me a call. We get the chance. I was just saying if you had any feedback or were able to take a look at the notes that we or the purchase agreement that we discussed. Sorry, I'm sitting here a little distracted. At any rate, hope all's well, and hopefully we'll get to talk soon and find a way to crack this nut. Take care. Okay. See, that's straight up from what up? Keep going, B. That's the man, the myth, the legend right there. Y'all need to holler at my man. What's going on here? Hey, ZB, Courtney with Aqua team. Curious if you had any interest in selling. Smiling down. When in doubt, smiling down. Boop. What happened to the Dow? Why didn't the Dow? There you go. We chewing through them.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, so I don't know what happened right there. No voicemail, and maybe I can send a text, I guess. I'll send a text. This is that weird call, that Seth call. That can't be his number, but I'll try it. We almost there, folks. Years old. 15. Oh, my bad. I'm doing work over here. Do REI Deals with Courtney and do REI Deals with the Aqua team with ATP. All right, let's keep it moving. Know just what I'm doing. I don't understand that number. I don't think it's real, but it's all good. Tell me it's real. Don't have numbers for him, so I think. Oh my goodness! I think we are done, y'all. That happened a lot sooner. I was here for a good time, not a long time. 34 minutes. Let's see how many calls I made today, because I did make some earlier. I sound like Debo early. Is today the 27th? All day. Do you use batch skip trace? Yeah, I use batch to skip trace, pound for pound. Well, I've only tried prop stream and got burnt. Prop stream I use you for a lot of stuff. You're awesome, but a couple years ago, last year when I used it for skip tracing, it didn't work. Resimply has actually a skip tracing device. I think I've been a creature of habit. I need to try out the Resimply because maybe I don't need batch, and maybe Re's some good quality, good quality. But yeah, I use batch because they've really marketing, because that's the people I've been listening to and the way I was coached. I started using batch. But matter of fact, I should give Resimply a try. My intern's out driving for dollars right now. What I'll do is maybe I could pull their list and then spend them out. Well, pull the same list and batch and see what I get back. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's talk, bro. Matter of fact, Justin, I would love for you to try out the Do REI Deals course. Is going to be published, ready to go June 15th, man. I want you to get a free course, you, Jason, and definitely send a couple other folks, man. Don't wait for me, though. Go ahead and do your thing. And if you want to holler, talk, chat, we can chat out, just talk a long way. But I want to give it to you free and check it out so you can give either a great review or great feedback so I can make it stronger, because the main thing I want is for it to have results, man. I want so many people to get their first deal or set up their company the right way and learn from mistakes they made and all type of stuff, man. But that'd be a blessing to be. I mean, I know you're doing your own thing, but to be only part of each other's journey in that way, I'd love that. I'm done, folks. All right, let me check and see. Did I get my 50 calls I'm supposed to get in? 50 follow-up calls. And my new junior act, he's supposed to do 25. And then Rachel does 15. She's just the lead, she's the lead manager. That's not just, she does a lot of other stuff, but she's the lead manager who makes sure that the leads stay in front of us, sent to folks we got leads to talk to, and has them rated and all that stuff for us. So she doesn't do as many calls as she does listening to calls and sending them along and taking notes and making sure we respond to calls and stuff like that. And that's total of 90 a day. And 90 a day follow-ups will make sure that we get, bottom line, I mean, I got the whole tree, but bottom line is close 3 deals a month. And we're doing 30,000 a month. That's our goal, that's our nugget, and that's what we got to do. It's already done. That's universal law. 42. Oh, 8 more people now. Yeah, I have to call if people are supposed to set up tomorrow. All right, so looking to get a new CRM, new cold calls. All right, you should check out Resimply, resimply.com/Aqua team will get you your first month off. But there are all tons of investor fuse. There's a ton of great ones out there, man. If you want, you can go to a Facebook group and either search and ask people, or search what people have said about the best CRM and see which ones come up. Because if you put in a Facebook Resimply group, Facebook group that's wholesalers or investors, what's the best CRM, you're gonna get 30 million different answers. Everybody gonna get the ones they connect to. Like, I'm an affiliate of Resimply. I was shouting them out before I became an affiliate, but everybody gonna shout out, pretty much the ones they use. But if you go to the Facebook group and then check the search bar and put it in, then you can do your own listing and see who's the loudest and the what's and the whys, who's getting the different type of reviews, and maybe make a more informed decision there. Yeah, Justin, let's get this thing closed because we got many more to do, man. Yeah, we about to get I'm up out of here. I'm gonna read a little bit and then I haven't been finished this early in a long time. I have to do some work. Well, hell, I might even just rest. Shoot, I ain't done that in a while either. Rest of the I can't even talk. But anyways, I'll holler at you, brother. Rising tides, man. Holler at y'all over here too. Rising tides, peace. And guess what? We're gonna holler at you too in the middle. Rising tides, it lifts all sails. Peace.